I spoke about these pipe cutters on previous video. These Copex, and that's the make of these, and how good they are. As long as you keep up to the wheels do wear, and sometimes when they wear, it spirals. So when you're cutting round, it doesn't cut perfect, it spirals. So I was showing my grandson last week how to cut. So these I'm making 4 for those end sections there, 65mm long. And as I say, it's easier when you've got a flat board. When you're in situ on a job, it's not as easy. So it's 65. And if you face the wheels, the rollers there, towards you, you can sight it from above there. So the black mark, felt tip mark, is bang on centre of that seam there. So you can see that. And when you put it with the rollers towards you, it'll spin. If you put it with the pipe cutting wheel at that side, it'll actually come off the pipe. So that's how easy it is to cut. Oh, without catching me square on the rack in the roof. Six or 7 rotations when it's cut. And good thing about using rollers, using a pipe cutter should I say, it just slightly turns the end inwards, so it's easier to put in the fittings. And many years ago, many years ago, when I was an apprentice, we didn't have pipe cutters. We used to use an hacksaw, and we to file the ends up. But everything's advanced from when I was young. I was an apprentice in 1971, and I spoke about what pipe fitters are earning now. My first wage in 1971 was £5 a week, and pipe fitters now, I did all different types of pipe work: copper, mild steel, galvanised stainless, large diameter copper. They're earning about £70,000 a year now. So anybody who's got a son who's interested in engineering, or even young women are coming into trade now, they can earn some very good money. And there's a shortage of tradesmen. These fittings are just there. They're stamped, that's 3/4 inch BSP. They're all stamped with sizes on. I talked about BSP earlier, which is British Standard Pipe Thread. There's actually an NPT, that's North American Pipe Thread, or nominal pipe thread, where the threads are different. The pitch of the thread is different. On some sizes it matches our pipe, British Standard Pipe, like 1 inch, I think 2 inch does. But you're in between sizes, 1/2 inch doesn't, and 3/4 inch NPT doesn't. I mean, we've gone metric in this country. We went metric in 1971, but in America they haven't gone metric, and we haven't gone metric with mild steel pipe with the threads. When we go to suppliers, we always ask for 3/4 inch. On drawings it'll say 20mm, and for 1 inch it'll say 28mm. But when we ask for fittings at the suppliers, where I go for my stuff to BSS, British Standard Steam Specialists at Leeds, when I'm getting mild steel pipe, we still talk about it in inches, because it is in inches, and I don't think they could go metric on it. I would imagine it cost millions of pounds to convert. When I was an apprentice, the old 3/4 inch pipe, 3/4 inch copper, was slightly smaller than this 22mm. And as boss, when I was apprentice, he had some tools made. There was to open the copper up. So when we were connecting onto existing 3/4 inch copper, we get the swaging tool, and it was depth of a fitting, depth of that fitting there. And we'd hold the copper pipe. The end of the tool was beveled. It had been made by a company on a lathe, and we'd drive them into the pipe. Because copper's a soft material, it opened it up enough and it made the 22mm fitting fit perfect, because 22mm is slightly bigger than 3/4. Without looking on my tape, I won't remember it. So it's approximately, because copper pipe is measured on the OD, 22mm. When we measure mild steel pipe, we measure it inside diameter on the actual pipe. But copper is always measured on OD. So OD of the alt 3/4 copper, as in what I've just said it, 3/4. So 3/4 is where my thumbnail is there. And if you go across there, it's approximately it's 19mm. So it's 3mm difference to 22mm is 3/4. And it does make a difference, because when you're soldering, it needs to be a nice snug fit. But when you're soldering and warming the fittings up for capillary action to take place. So, a bit of useless information there for you.